It's been a long time coming, but we back.
Finally, yes.
Yes, we are back in action. Yes, my name is Ray Cole, and my cousin.
Notation. Thank you very much.
We are coming to you live with the NDT Pot. Yes. It's been a long time coming. We had another little show, but we ain't gonna mention that. We talking about what's current and what's hot and what's popping today.
Yeah.
So
and there's
we
a lot of current and hot topics that's happening, isn't it? Ooh.
Yes, cousin, yes. So I'm going to turn it over to my cousin because she always has all the info and all the details, honey. Yes. Go ahead, cuz. Take it away.
Oh, okay. Well, I just wanted to say there's a lot that's hot and sizzling and steaming that just happened today. How about that, hot Atlanta? You want to start with the housewives? You want to start with the... Okay. Because, there's a lot of people playing house, and there's a lot of people who don't know how to keep a house. Let's start with those who don't know how to keep the house.
Sip on that tea.
So, it appears that Mr. Thomas, what's his name? Peter Thomas. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
In the club, all nice and snuggled up. And there just happened to be a nice young lady with a camera phone, as we all have them nowadays, who is just too happy, smiling and bouncing to go ahead and show us the partakings. And, cousin, what did you see on the video?
Well, I mean, it looked like some lips, touched. I mean, it looked very uncomfortable. Had that been my man, I'd have some very strong words, or maybe even an uppercut. You know what I'm saying, or two. I mean, I'm just saying, had that been my man on camera, a karate chop to the throat. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? That's humiliating. Like, and not only that, we on a public platform, so I ain't gonna say everybody, but the people that watch that show, they definitely know who you are. So
what we're talking about is the Real Housewives of Atlanta. One of the cast members, Cynthia Bailey Thomas, husband has recently been seen again out on town, snuggled up with a young woman who was not his wife, Cynthia Bailey Thomas. And he was in close quarters. Intimate space was violated always, in my opinion.
In your humble opinion?
In my humble opinion. And not only did it appear to be a couple of lip smacking going on, but there was a hand that protruded from Mr. Thomas that went down this young woman's chest.
Ooh-wee. Hold on, I'm going to have to look back at that.
Okay. Oh, yes, girl. A little brush across the breast. I don't know.
Oh, that'll get your nuts pulled off.
Even though we don't condone violence, I definitely understand where you're going.
I'm just saying, them crimes of passion, boy, they, people be snapping that. That show real out here, but go ahead, proceed. I'm listening.
Right. So the hand started from the front of the neck, and it just kind of protruded down the middle of the breast line, and yes, went comfortably for him down to a no place for a wife. for a person who is not your wife, should I say. So,
Yeah.
but you said he came out with the video and had a response to
He had a
the
response.
and the response was
he was pretty much saying that he wouldn't do it. I know that it looks like, but that wasn't me. Or not, it wasn't me, but, that's not what was going on. And, he apologized to his wife and to his daughters and stuff like that. But, I mean, my thing is, why even put yourself in that situation, knowing that people know who you are? And knowing that people, I mean, unless you're just trying to get some stuff going for next season for the show, you know what I'm saying, or something like that, why even put yourself in that predicament,
Well, one of the other castmates, Portia Williams, put him on blast with the last reunion and said that he was a man around town that liked to get chummy with his employees, and he refuted that and said unless it's Halle Berry or someone on that caliber, he would rather do some intimate things with his own stuff. Well, I don't know. It didn't look that way.
Yeah, but why even say Halle
was...
Berry? You get what I'm saying? I mean, how come if it's not my wife? You get what I'm saying? Then, then I don't want to partake. Like, I mean, what you trying to say, that if Halle Berry came up in here, I got some competition? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what my ears would have heard. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to worry about you around Halle Berry and them, so that means I got to worry about you, and that ain't what I'm trying to hear. I'm trying to hear, this is all you, boo. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to worry. Child, that's a mess right there. That's a messy situation. I hope whatever they do, you know what I'm saying, that's truly on them. But just that video just didn't look good. Like, I wouldn't want that to be my significant other at a club, and people got it going around. So I feel for Cynthia, and hopefully he's being honest. But it's like one of them things where it's like somebody tell you something, and it's like, who you think you playing? Who you must think we boo-boo the fool around these parts. You know what I'm saying?
Mm. Well, I'm going to tell you what else is boo-boo the fool, boo-boo the clown, and everything else that's questionable. Okay, so unfortunately, a young rapper named Chinx was shot and killed recently. And there was an uproar because there was a young woman who's a friend of a Kardashian who posted her condolences with a picture with her kind of hugged up with him. Well, Chinx is a married man. So obviously there started a big rumor mill of why would you be posting a picture hugged up with a married man. And so his wife, Chinx's wife, and her family, called her every ungodly name under the sun, basically. However, there was just a picture of Chinx's wife at the baby shower of his girlfriend, who is due soon. So how are you as a... Now, cousin, explain this to me. How are you as somebody's wife going to go to a baby shower of someone who is pregnant by your husband?
With your husband.
But yet you have an issue with the so-called side chick. And you and your family proceed to...
No, I think maybe what it is at this point, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it got to suck to find all this stuff out, or unless she already knew about it, but if she's just finding it out, I'm pretty sure there's like a stab in the side, to find out that you got all this stuff going on and all these people going on, and I don't want to badmouth nobody but the Kardashians. And the people that hang with them, they ain't got no problem stealing nobody's man. So, they don't. I ain't trying to be funny. Let's call it what it is. You look, if you but look, Cynthia need to be worried about Peter around them too, because look, they'll swoop him right on up. Okay, right on up.
But it don't
All
seem
right,
like they need to swoop him up. He's been, it kind of seems like he would walk on into it, eyes wide open.
Willingly. You say he already know what it is, but I mean, I maybe she just, what other choice do you really have? But to accept it. It is what it is. There's nothing you can really do. I mean, I guess maybe in her mind she's thinking, well, I don't know if she has kids with him, but if she does, that's still going to be their brother or their, sister, so you might as well let the kids know who each other are so they, later on in life won't end up messing around and, because that type of stuff does happen. People be having these babies all over the place and, they don't know their brothers and sisters and, I mean, hey, might as well do what you can do. But speaking of that, it's funny that you said that because I don't know if you watch Love and Hip Hop. I do. I've been watching it, for a very long time. That's my daily dose of ratchetness.
Ooh.
Last night, just in comparison to this situation, it's a rapper on there, our ex-rapper named Young Jock. This dude got 4 baby mamas.
Mm-hmm.
He married to one of them, okay, and then he got another lady.
He has 8 kids with 4 baby
that's
moms,
a lot.
right? Okay.
Okay, a lot. Okay, so he brings his current girlfriend to the baby mamas to get together and have a meeting every so often or whatever night. I mean, that's just they do it, but whatever. But he brings the girlfriend to the meeting of the baby mamas, and all hell breaks loose. And then the wife keeps saying, well, if anybody got the right to be mad, it's me, because I guess all of them, were doing all this stuff, and they were still technically married. And it's just kind of like, what type of situation? You know what I'm saying? What is going on, like, out here in the streets? I mean, I guess you can't really judge nobody's situation unless you in it, but it's like, goodness gracious, I just couldn't imagine, you know what I'm saying, being in those type of shenanigans, you know what I'm saying? Like, thank you, God, I ain't get caught up, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, what the hell, Anywho.
But he currently has a living girlfriend. Well, he lives with her.
Well, I don't know. According to the show, they view her as a sugar mama, like she just kind of taking care of him or whatever the case may be, helping him out. But he
brought her to the meeting with the baby moms, right?
So if your sugar daddy asked you to take you and said you need to go somewhere with him and that's your money bags, of course he gonna come. Okay, you ain't finna mess up your money. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep mama money bags happy. I mean, I don't know if that's what their situation is, but that's what they claiming on the show. And if that be the case, that's why she had to tag along. Had to let her presence be known.
Mm-hmm.
One other thing, and then we can move on from this. Why is it ever cold in Atlanta? Because I be seeing people with fur coats on, and I thought it was hot in the South.
I think it gets hot, but remember a couple of years ago, recently, they had a snowstorm that shut down the city, and people were stranded on the highway for days, stranded in their car for days.
Well, I thought it was, okay, well, now you sure it wasn't just something like mediocre, because, we in the Midwest, or I'm in the Midwest, I'm used to seeing some snow. I'm talking about mounds of snow. You sure it wasn't just a few little sprinkles, and they just didn't know how to maneuver in the snow because they ain't used to it?
Well, that is the case where there's not consistent snow all the time. However, it was enough snow to impact the city to shut them down and have people stranded. So whatever the case may be, yes, it gets cold enough to snow. And, the weather's been different. Huh?
No, I was just saying, okay. I was just making sure because I'm thinking the South. I'm like, ain't it hot? And y'all got them furs and minks on, but okay.
But then when you look at, They don't have them for no reason. I guess it's cold enough for them, huh? But speaking of high and climate, I would just, have you heard about what's going on in the Dominican Republic? They are threatening to deport Haitian families. The government has just passed the law that says anybody born after 1929 is subject to this deportation.
Wow.
Even if your parents have lived there, you were born there, you have a Dominican Republican birth certificate, the government says that don't make you a citizen. The Constitutional Court ruled, yes. And not only that, they're deporting them, mass deportation within a few days. You don't have time. This not happening next year. Y'all all got to go. The buses are waiting for you.
That is cold-blooded. I wonder what brought this about. That is cold.
Yeah,
wow.
Now, I mean, you talking about that's a tropical country, and you talk about cold. It doesn't always have to be the weather that's cold.
You sure right about that. They said, okay, well, I hope y'all know in a couple of days, if we pull your number, you're going to be on that bus, okay? And you're going to be up, and away, okay? Goodness gracious. That is kind of cold-blooded, but I mean, what do you do? I mean, let's just pray for them. That's all you can do, and hopefully
if you were born in a particular country, and even though your parents are nationals of another country, you may not have ever been back to that country. You may have heard about it. So what do you do when now you have to go back?
Or just like when they do, like, go back to Africa, or go back to. I ain't never been to no Africa. I don't know nobody in the last few generations that's been to Africa. Okay, like my people arrived when your people arrived. Okay, like we all. Okay, we all are American. What you mean? Go back to Africa? You got me messed up. I ain't in Africa. What is it? No, I'm joking. But I definitely understand where you're coming, or how they could feel. Like, we've been here, we've settled in, now we getting the boot.
Now we're getting the boot. And talking about getting the boot, we want to talk about the former NAACP president of the Spokane, Washington chapter. Rachel Dolezal. Her parents outed her for misrepresenting her ethnicity.
Your parents, boy, they some haters. Look, your parents just told all your business. Like, I mean, they just came out on national TV, did a little whole sit-down interview, and put you on Front Street. Like, I mean, goodness, parents would do that, though. They will embarrass you, okay? But proceed, cousin, proceed. I'm sorry, that was just funny.
Like, she's been estranged from her parents, so I wonder what the motivation was for them.
She living a double life.
Okay, but she's been living a double life for over 20 years.
Well, I mean, maybe she didn't change her life. Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe she is who she wants to be in this world. You get what I'm saying? And that's who she feels that she is. I ain't really mad at her, you know what I'm saying? That's really on her, but it's just crazy that, people will point you out. You know what I'm saying? They will let the world know who you are. But I'm listening.
So basically, she has her origins come from a mix of Czech and German and some Native American. However, she has presented herself as a black woman. She's tanned her skin, uses darker makeup, has a hair down pat. She posted pictures with African American man saying that he was her father, her adopted brother, which her parents adopted, and she assumed custody of him instead of presenting him as her adopted brother or as presenting herself as his legal guardian. She told everybody that he was her son. She married a black man. She is a professor of African American studies. She married a black. Did I say she married a black man already? And she lived that life. And again, she was the president of a NAACP chapter out of Spokane, Washington. And I find it interesting because now we're talking about identity. How do you represent yourself to the world? And she has done a lot of things to bring forward the causes of the black community, but there was a lot of support for her because of that, but there were also a lot of questions and concerns that, yes, you may want to support a particular community, but why misidentify yourself?
Well, it's apparent that she's down with the brown, okay, and, she's back with the black, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like it's definitely clear that she wants to be African American, you know what I'm saying, or black or whatever the case may have been. I can see both sides, it's kind of like it's almost fraudulent. However, she has done good things for, the African American community. Like, she's not doing anything to hurt or try to bring down. She's trying to help uplift. Now, I do agree, come as you are, but can we say that she probably is coming as how she wants the world to perceive her, or to receive her,
That is true, but she had an interview with Matt Lauer today, and during that interview, he brought up the fact that, again, she went to Howard University. She did a master's program, and she received a scholarship to go there, and she identified as a black woman. And when she lost her scholarship, she actually sued Howard. And she charged him with discrimination because she was a white woman. So,
technically you lied on your application. That ain't Howard's fault, ma'am. If you would have said you were, or maybe she felt like she wouldn't have gotten it if she wouldn't have lied, but if most of those applications, it's a section on most of them that say, is all this information correct and truthful to the best of your knowledge? You know what I'm saying? And if you lie, that you forfeit, or you could possibly forfeit whatever it is that you're guaranteed. Now, if that had that on there, you lied. But anywho,
so she lied then, but isn't representing yourself as something you're not a lie as well? So
I ain't trying to be funny, but
does the end justify the means, I guess?
Well, I'm not trying to be funny, but if Bruce Jenner says that he wants to be a woman, or says that she, identifies as a woman, if she wants to identify as black, if that's what she feels that she is, more power to it. My thing is this: people probably still gonna see you as a white woman. You know what I'm saying? Now that the truth is out about you, but if that makes you sleep better at night, it makes you feel good about yourself, so be it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's not for me. It's not for anybody else to be like, oh, you white and you should say you white. If you want to say you're black, more power to you. You know what I'm saying? Now, when you start getting tackled like some kids down there in Texas.
Oh, no, that was horrible.
No takebacks. No takebacks. Nope, you in. No, I'm just teasing.
We're going to talk about that in just a minute, but just going back to the point you brought about Caitlyn Jenner. Now, he never I guess he may have misrepresented she may have misrepresented herself to, it sounds like, to the person she was married to.
See, this is confusing to me, you know, but because like you don't want to say he because you don't want to offend, you know, and it's okay. I'm gonna be quiet. Go continue, cousin. Continue.
Okay. Well, you know, now that she has decided to reveal herself as a woman. It caused confusion in the family. And just like Rachel's family, there was confusion in the family. So, yes, you are able to present yourself however you want to, but it seems as if there wasn't a lot of truthfulness and transparency and openness for people to accept it. Why else would she have gotten called out like that? And what does that mean for her son? Or it's not her son or brother, see? Why would you say that your brother is your son? That doesn't make any sense to me. Because this is a young kid that's in your kid.
I think what it is she really wanted to, I mean, if you're saying that this young black guy is your son, I mean, it makes it a little bit more believable. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and we both know people in real life that can make their delusions come true. If you get what I'm saying, like
no, you didn't. Go on now.
I'm just saying, like, you know, people see what they want to see, and they, you know, and they make what they want to make, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is sometimes other people don't see it, you know, because you might be saying that you're this person or whatever the case may be, but like your mom or dad, once they got wind of it, they put you on blast. No, you're not. You know what I'm saying? And they put your pictures out there to show the world that this is who you are. But, I mean, I think what it is with people is, like, you know, when you are open and more honest, like back to, you know, to Caitlyn Jenner, you know what I'm saying? Like, she came out and was like, you know, this is who I am. You know, you take it or leave it. But when you like kind of putting up a front, you know, it's a little bit more like, you know, I don't know. It just kind of throws people off a little bit because it's like you were fronting. You even said you had a son that was African American, but come to find out, this ain't your kid. You know what I'm saying? And you're not a black woman. So, I mean, I guess what really hurts her is that she's been lying the entire time to some of everybody. You know, Caitlyn just lied, you know, maybe to his family for a little bit, but I was looking at some of their interviews, and they were saying that they called him and, you know, dressing like that way before the rest of us, you know, knew anything about it. So, you know, we were the ones that found out, like, really, if they can accept it, you know, that's really the only people that matter, you know. But, you know, with this lady, she's in line with the corporations.
Well, that's true. Corporations and to her family, to the public, everyone. But cross-dressing, well, I don't know. I don't want to get too much into
it, yeah, because that's a sensitive topic.
So,
well.